Hey guys, it's Freya and Charlie here. Welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be sharing with you 5 very easy, simple and most importantly delicious breakfast recipes.
Yes.
I don't know about you guys, but we often end up eating the same few breakfasts kind of on a rotation.
We fall back to our standards. You don't really have time to plan things in the morning that much. You kind of roll out of bed and want to eat, so you just go for what you know best.
Exactly. For us it's often a smoothie, porridge with some variation of a topping, or like a slice of toast. However, there are so many other things that you can eat for breakfast.
Yeah.
And if you're a bit like us and you're kind of stuck in a rut and you're looking for some inspo, then this video hopefully will give you that and you'll be left with loads more ideas of things that you can make for breakfast. I think we should get right into the next recipe. So this recipe is definitely one for the weekends. We are making a vegan shakshuka. We're topping it with a kind of like our version of an egg, but it's basically scrambled tofu and then a bit of cashew cream on top. So to make the main part of the shakshuka, we cooked up some tomatoes and pepper and onion and garlic, and then chucked in a bunch of beans. We used butter beans for this, but you could use cannellini beans or probably a chickpea would also work. And then you want to add in your spices. We kept it very simple, just with some cumin, some smoked paprika and just a few herbs, but again if you've got fresh herbs, chuck them in. And then we added in some greens. So in our recipe on our website we do it with spinach, but we use some cavolo nero because it's in season at the minute and it did work really well. So any kind of winter green or like a spinach like we said would be perfect. And then the last thing you want to do is mix in some fresh coriander. So you want to leave that to one side on a low heat just to cook away, and whilst that's doing its thing, we are going to make the scrambled tofu. So we have shown you guys how to make this before, but it's basically you want the silken tofu because that kind of gives it that eggy texture, and then nutritional yeast is a must to add in. Sometimes we add in kalanamak as well, and a bit of turmeric for the colour. And the last thing you want to do is whip up a cashew cream. Put the recipe down below and we just top that on the top. Add some sumac, some fresh herbs, and then we like to serve it with some crusty bread, and it's a delicious, warming, hearty brunch recipe.
So if we get bored of making regular schmegular old porridge, we will go for something like a baked oats, or in this case we're doing an overnight oats, which in some ways is much simpler than doing regular porridge because you don't have to cook anything. So all you need to do is get your dry ingredients. We've gone for cardamom, chocolate, and then a bit of cinnamon as well. And once all your dry ingredients are together, you're going to give that a really good mix that just helps to get everything combined nicely before you add in the liquids. So we're going to add a bit of sweetness in with a nice bit of maple syrup, and then we've opted for almond milk, but any vegan milk would do here. Simply give that a good mix in a cup or a Tupperware or whatever kind of container you've got, and leave that in the fridge overnight. And then the next morning, it's really simple. All you got to do is top it. So we've gone for some yogurt and for some frozen berries and some lovely pistachios and more of that delicious maple syrup, and then some nice vegan dark chocolate that we got from Aldi. Watch our Aldi shops here. So pop in those 2 little bits of chocolate and you're done. It's really creamy and delicious and sweet and chocolatey and all of that good sort of stuff. So if you're in a bit of a rush in the mornings and you want something to just have then and there, make sure you give this a go.
So our next recipe are these vegan banana American style pancakes, and these are something we've been making for years. They're one of the first ever recipes we posted on our blog. We do make them quite often. They're just very quick and easy, and they feel a little bit special, especially when you're having a bit of like a low day, or anything like that. Having these pancakes always are a great way to start the day, and you can top them with whatever you want. And here we've just done it pretty simple with some peanut butter and some syrup and a bit of coconut flakes, but we like to mix it up. Sometimes we do chocolate chip and blueberry pancakes, sometimes we get some vegan bacon. There's so many different ways you can enjoy these.
So for our last recipe, we are going to be making quite a high protein breakfast that we have when we're tired sometimes and we need a little bit more energy, and that is a scrambled tofu on toast. You just saw us have scrambled tofu in our shakshuka as well, and this is the exact same scrambled tofu, but we like to have it with avocado and some fresh tomatoes on top just to keep things a little bit simpler. But to be honest, you could top it with whatever you wanted. It's just got a really nice, salty, umami, eggy flavour, especially if you go in with that kalanamak, but it's not necessary. This time we didn't. The avocado on top adds another level of creaminess to it, and the fresh tomatoes just really cut through everything else. we hope we've given you loads of inspiration for what you can do to shake up your breakfast a little bit, and hopefully you'll go away from this video thinking, they look delicious.
Yes.
I want to make that.
Make and if you do, all the recipes are going to be linked down in the description box.
Yes.
I think most of them are on our blog, so a link will take you there, and the ones that aren't on the blog will just write it out in full.
Yes.
So yeah, we really hope you enjoyed this video. Please let us know what you thought in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. It really helps our channel and it does mean a lot to us as well. So we will see you in our next video.
Bye.